let's talk about that time when you felt like you fell, where you were disconnected to the Lord. Talk about that time.
Oh, Brother Dean, I was playing church. Let's just be real. As I said, like as a minister's daughter, eyes were always on me. I felt like, you had to do the perfect walk, and I was naive. It was homeschool church, and then when I hit 16, 17, I had a gap year, so I was too young to get in, like to start medical school, and so I went to a music university of sorts, and I got introduced to the world. But then I was naive. I was just like, oh, I can do this, like I can dabble, I can go to a 1-2 party and be fine, and who is gonna know? I mean, I can reach back to church and, do what I'm doing, be with the choir, everything. And that's how it started, because my friends, they're enticing. They would listen to me. I didn't feel watched. I didn't feel judged. I didn't feel like I had to put on a mask all the time. And so that's where it started. And I started to forget my purpose. I started to forget like where I really should be, because the world felt good. It started to feel good. It was something that I didn't know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and they were showing me the glitz and glam, so why not? And I was being eased into it. And by the time I got to medical school, I was full on I was hitting, stage shows. I was legit. There's one day that I knew I had to be in service playing, and I was driving from a stage show. Wow. And I got there 5 a.m., changed into my church clothes, got there, and I was just like, what am I doing? And then you feel the conviction, and it's like, Jesus, 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 please, please, please. And then the repentance start. You're like, oh my gosh. But then I'd slip right back into it, because
well let's stay right there for 1 second, because I think a lot of people in the church, they won't say it to you, but they experience that Saturday night.
Yeah, it is good.
They may be living whatever they're doing, whatever that is, that they know Christ is not pleased with, but then as you said, you had to minister. It wasn't like you were just coming to sit on the chair. You actually had to go and minister.
And I played the part well, because I was trained to play the part well. I knew what to wear, what to say, how to cry. As you mentioned before when you were teaching, you know how to dance, you know the tongues to say, but the tears really was more, okay, God, I'm looking back at what I not even 24 hours, and here I am. And so the heartbreak sets in, and so the repentance starts, and I was good for the Sunday. Like, if you asked me that Sunday, I am not going back. As a matter of fact, I would start deleting numbers and deleting friends, and I'm not doing this anymore. And then Monday morning comes, and, one text comes through, or someone say, hey, you want to, sing on a track, or you're just like, yeah, why not? Like, I can handle this. And that's where I said I was naive. Like, I really, really thought that I could, play church and get away with it, and I'd feel okay, right? There was no God factor in it. As I said, I felt protected, I felt covered, I felt invincible, that my parents would, their prayers would hold me during that time. I wasn't thinking about my walk, no, that wasn't a thought.
If you think back at it, Sister Christine, I'm kind of really curious. Like, before you started to make real changes,
right?
How long do you think you were, as you said, playing that part, playing church? About like
before I
doing the stage, doing the stage show, going to watch Buju and Bounty Killer on stage, and then after coming back to church, how long do you think you were doing that for?
No, I did that for a classic 4 or 5 years. Easily.
So the reality that I think I'm trying to get out of this is that I think it's important for people to recognize that everyone can get caught up in situations where you are, not really living.
Right.
But you're here.
Yep.
And you go through that cycle.